Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. Just quickly checking to see if all my settings work and everything is done properly. I hope so. If you guys are right now in the chat box, please let me know by saying yes or something along those lines. I have a lot of stuff to talk about today, but most importantly, who of you joined the sale that I just mentioned? Like, I've been screaming for a couple of days, join this sale on Bybit, right? If you don't know, make sure you check back the videos. I'm checking it out right now, and I think we got a crazy return as well. So this CBX thing, I'll make a separate video on it later today, guys. I just bought it earlier today, and I think the price is already up like 30 times or so. So if you don't know, I told you all, join my Telegram. And I'll leave you all the tips for how to buy this down there. So the starting price was about 10 cents. Right now the price is $2.50 with a maximum of $17. So yeah, you could have gotten a 170x if I'm not mistaken, because it went to $17 for a little second. However, let's quickly check to see if I'm actually talking stupid stuff or not. I'm gonna just open up Bybit here for a little second. Let me quickly see. And thank you guys all so much for stopping by and saying hi, by the way. Let me see. CBX. There we go. It's right now $2.20. And I have how much? Oh, I can't see. All right. So the price that it went is $18. You could have gotten yourself a 180x. I unfortunately didn't get too many coins, but this is pretty juicy stuff. So I just quickly wanted to mention that. Today, though, we have a very special video because I have a ton of stuff laying around. And what I'm going to try to do, guys, is put afterwards all the timestamps down below to make sure that every single person watching this stream in hindsight can easily charade or whatever, parade through the video without having to watch the entire hour or whatever with no real context, right? So I'm going to try that, and from here on forward, a lot of you guys requested this. I'll be doing streams about all the most important things in the crypto space, not just XRP, everything that you need to know, hopefully to make money as well, all right? So if you guys are into that type of stuff, make sure you press the like button. I'm trying my best to make this channel as entertaining and as good as I humanly can, all right? So please, guys, make sure you also give me feedback whenever you can down below. So let's first start off here briefly with the, I guess, subject of the video, as there's two main things going on. First of all, there's the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, who hints at enforcement action against crypto firms. That's one. And then the second part about it is this right here, where the US House of Representatives is to vote on a controversial infrastructure bill today. Those two things I think are most interesting, but again, oh, you can't even see. Well, let me just quickly open everything for you guys that we have. We have the prices. We have a couple of really amazing things here to share. Let's go back on this one. There we go. So stick around and I'll cover every single thing you need to hear. And again, join the Telegram if you haven't done that yet. A link is down below. But let's quickly start out with the SEC article because, well, I think you guys might enjoy that. SEC Chair Gary Gensler hints at enforcement actions against crypto firms. At the SEC Forum, or I should say Securities Enforcement Forum on November 4th, Gary Gensler denied that new technological labels altered the realities of securities definitions, specifically calling out decentralized finance and crypto products. Gensler said, "Sometimes people focus on labels. For example, we hear terms like decentralized finance, currency, or peer-to-peer lending. It can seem easy to take these words at face value. Make no mistake, regardless of the label of purported mission, we will be looking at the economic realities of a given product or arrangement to determine whether it complies with the security laws." And I still honestly think that Gary Gensler has lost touch with reality. And I know I'm using some harsh words, but that's because we've even now seen in one of the cases that the jury decides against the Department of Justice and against the SEC, as the rules obviously are not that clear, and these quote-unquote labels that he does not trust in or believe in are obviously what the people think they should be. I mean, if you're talking here about peer-to-peer currency or decentralized finance, I mean, it's a label because it's what it is, right? What is he trying to say? That it's not proper? That it doesn't follow within the rules? I mean, What exactly is he trying to do with that? What is he trying to say here? All I keep reading whenever I hear anything about Gary Gensler is just negative, 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 negative. Oh, it's clear. So whatever people are doing something wrong, we'll go after them because they should have known. Oh no, we're going to get some tighter rules. Oh no, why is he not just open to innovation in a positive light? We all thought that Gary Gensler would be huge for the crypto space because this man understands blockchain to the core. Yet every single part that he's been doing has just been sad. I don't know. I haven't really liked any of the stuff that he's put up just quite yet, but maybe things will change. You know, right now the rules are very strict. He's not letting any room for juicy stuff, I guess, but maybe eventually. I'm seeing a couple of people say good morning. Hey guys, where are you watching from right now? Where are you watching from around the world right now? Whew, it's pretty. It's not too good of a weather today for me actually. Where you guys are watching this video from? Dekel says, "Yo, I just saw this. How is it almost over?" Not exactly sure what you're talking about. We've been streaming for about 5 minutes now. We're gonna go for quite a long while here because I have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'm gonna leave timestamps down below as well. I'm gonna do my best. So hopefully people who tune in later will also be able to find whatever they want to find eventually after the live stream is over as well. Happy guy day. Cyprus, we got Tulsa, Oklahoma, we got Denmark, Sydney, Ozarks, I don't know, London, stand up, UK. Yeah, a lot of people from England, a lot of people from Colorado normally as well. We got LA, we got Illinois, Brisbane, Hong Kong, you don't see that too often, Finland, juicy stuff. Morocco, Colorado High, South Africa. All right, amazing, man. Amazing to see you guys all in the chat box. I always appreciate that stuff. I'm always happy to see y'all join in together and enjoy a live stream like this. Very much appreciative for you guys to come in, man. But let's talk about the most important subject of today by far. It's this U.S. House of Representatives to vote on a controversial infrastructure bill. Ooh, okay. So the controversial $1 trillion infrastructure bill that included an overreaching definition of broker covering crypto miners, stakers, lenders, and decentralized applications is now going for a vote in the U.S. House of Representatives on Friday. So this on its own is a very important part because we've been shouting this out for a long time. Now, back in August, the bipartisan infrastructure bill had already passed in the Senate. On Thursday night, President Joe Biden called various House members and urged them to approve the $1.75 trillion reconciliation bill, a White House official said. Now, the infrastructure bill is heading for a vote in the House. Yes, the crypto provisions are just as bad as they were months ago. Yes, the impact of Section 650L has been underexplored. No, you don't need to call your representatives, and the political reality is it's out of your hands now, said Jake Chervinsky, strategic advisor at crypto fund Ryan Fund. So Jerry Brito over on his Twitter said this. Let's quickly check that out. Because it's not been a really good time, guys. It's not been a really good time. Been getting a lot of questions about this. Yes, this is a big deal, and it was part of the same tax reporting provisions that we fought in the Senate in August and September. We wrote about it at the time. We outlined what would be so pernicious about this proposed new requirement and pledged to challenge it in court if it became law. For an update on the status of the infrastructure bill and its crypto tax reporting provisions, see the status update we put up a couple of days ago. Now, one last thing. While House leadership wants to vote on the bill this week, it has already been scheduled and postponed twice because of disagreement within the Democratic caucus, whatever. Wouldn't surprise me if that happened again. Here's a popular tip sheet this morning on it. Now, the thing is, guys, it's pretty difficult to actually go into the real depths of things, and I don't even want to, as, well, we're going to have to go and define the definition of things ourselves, then to kind of battle all this. But this is the most trending tweet out there, so I quickly want to read this little part. All right, so Patrick Dugan said on Twitter, reading up on IRS provision, the newest one, inserted into the infrastructure bill set to pass in House today. In July, we made a huge fuss about the broker thing. What is happening now is 100 times worse. Criminal felonies includes all individuals and all tokens, all mixing, all custody. Taproot from Bitcoin, mixing, your host. You become a felon for using Wasabi, which a lot of you guys do not know, but all right. Mining pools that aren't doxed, felony. NFTs above 10,000, you go to jail. Programming payments in installments to keep sums below 10,000, also felony. Writing software, even some .js app logic, in a wallet to assist, jail. Wake up, folks. This is not a draw. I only saw one person who was a mutual raising alarm bells about this for months. Now, Laura Shin covered it, and I read the thing. Wow. We're 2 days away from losing everything. U.S. persons will become completely cut out, residents and citizens. Guys, this is very important. If there's a blurry screen, make sure you change things in your settings to make sure that you can actually watch this. Because what we are witnessing now is extremely important, and it's happening today. Because today is Friday, right? No, today is Friday, for sure. Today is the day of reckoning from a certain perspective. Make sure you have your screen on freaking HD. Soon, the only way a person born in the USA, and again, it's a little bit more, he's calling it out a little bit more negative than it might be because we don't have the final verdict, but he's preparing us for it. And I saw a donation. I'm going to get to that in just a second. I want to finish the story. Soon, the only way a person born in the USA will be able to do anything in any scale with these technologies without knowing your customer, basically KYCing everyone or becoming a felon will be A, to leave, and B, to operate with a non-US entity, and ideally a non-US employee/director. Then we'll have to globally adopt some kind of decentralized minimal KYC. And KYC basically stands for Know Your Customer, which means that you require IDs and the information from every single customer or every single person involved. With, for example, these things like Uniswap, there's no KYC possibilities, right? You just cannot do that. How could you if there's no central authority basically who can check and verify things? So for a lot of other factors, it just doesn't work, which is why they're talking about that. So we'll have to globally adopt some kind of decentralized minimal KYC with encrypted/blinded POR, no home address docs, but can confirm not US. And we just turn our backs to US persons. Rest of the world has spectrum of more financial freedoms/regulatory requirements. This is the future. The way to avoid the scenario where US persons are living under harsh capital controls is to raise a ruckus like we did in July. Remove 6050L or I don't know, from infrastructure bill, and we have less than 2 days. We need to act today, November 4th, to prevent this bill from passing unchanged tomorrow, November 5th. Please review this brief for more. I'm tagging every political voice I can think of that can do something about this ruinous Section 6050L expansion. Please save U.S. citizens from being criminalized for using crypto assets. Okay, so as far as I now know, this is very bad, for U.S. people, for people in the crypto space like that. And I'm not exactly sure what we can do about it except for spamming a little bit. Then again, what I've been reading now is that even if you ask your representatives or so, it's too far and too late. He's quoting this little Decentio.io about the DeFi and the digital assets felony. It's very, very peculiar. Whoa, we got 350 people watching, everybody. That's amazing. That's crazy. We're doing good, huh? Thank you all so much for stopping by. But let me quickly hear from you guys what you think about all this. Do you guys have any opinions on this? Because it's crazy stuff, no? Wow. Now, the good thing here is that nothing will happen right away. And its crypto provisions won't go into effect until a little bit further from here, 2024, which is the good part of things. Now, we can try to get them repealed or amended before then, and they also need rulemaking from the Treasury to define their scope. We'll be active in that process, Travinsky said. However, I'm a little bit confused with all these new rules and new quotes. So, somebody asked what happened. I would recommend you to watch back a little bit, but basically there's a new rule coming in today, potentially, into the bill that could change everything and make a lot of things in the crypto space for U.S. persons basically illegal. Now, we can try to get them repealed and whatever. After making a big impact during the Senate vote, now is not the time to fight, but to wait, as there's a long road ahead. So there's contradictory opinions. This other individual said fight right now. This article writer says do not fight right now. Additionally, he said that the 2022 midterm elections are also coming that could significantly reshape Congress and its attitude towards crypto. While House leadership wants to vote on the bill this week, it has already been scheduled and postponed twice because of a disagreement with the Democratic caucus, said Gilberto. executive director of Coin Center, a nonprofit focused on the policy issues facing crypto. We pledged to challenge this in court if it became law. And right now we're basically messing around with that. So what I'm getting a little message of somebody saying, I told you to buy crypto.com, the currency, because it's exploding right now. He literally told me yesterday, buy Crow, it's going to explode. But then I wanted to do it, and I got lazy a little bit, and I forgot to do it. And now I'm seeing the prices up like 25% today. That sucks. But to stay on point here, I don't know if the markets will crash because of rules like this, because as I currently read it, it's going to take a couple of years for the rules to actually come into effect. And I don't think that people will actually notice too quickly that these rules are actually made, because even now, the freaking vote is today, yet I only hear about it today. Like, what is that? And I update myself with all the crypto news every single day. So from that perspective, I think the majority of people in the crypto space don't even know that this exists. So it might take a little bit of a while for people to actually realize that these rules came into place. And again, one thing you should understand is that even if the rules are pulled through, it's going to take even more time for the people to actually realize what the consequences are. It's going to start happening when mainstream media starts posting about this, but I think that these things are way more difficult than people imagine. For example, if we look back at the way that things were written down here, people don't really understand what taproot mixing would be, or most of these things, you're not involved with them, the average crypto hodler. Mining pools, if you're using mining pools, you'll know, but the majority of the retail investors don't even know how a mining pool would work. NFTs, I guess, is the most prominent one. But I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to work. NFTs above 10,000, you go to jail. I think that might be a little bit overzealous. I'm not exactly sure how a NFT over 10,000 would land you in jail. So here, Paul asks, how will owning an NFT above 10,000 be a felony? Makes no sense. Shane says, our government is presenting themselves and not their constitutions, whatever. My thought process about the NFT part is, what it basically will be is that you need to prove exactly who sent you the money for the NFT, and you need to send the freaking IRS or whatever that you have something that's like an NFT that's worth so much money. But people can't really send you this much money without you knowing their identity. So if somebody sends you so much money and you don't know who they are, you're basically screwed and you might go to jail for it. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. But that's, again, my thought process. Somebody asks, who wrote this garbage? Is it, you think it's not true? Or what do you mean, who wrote this garbage? Which are the ones? You mean the tweets or the article? Tyron says, get more than one exchange or you're screwed when it's time to cash out or buy the high demand. Yeah, I always recommend people to use multiple exchanges anyway. It's not necessarily for that issue of cashing out or high demand. It's mostly for the sake of safety in general, right? You got to be safe with your cryptos, and I think the best way is to have your money in multiple different places. Oh, Crypto Chronic says he probably means the bill. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, oh, what is he against? But the bill. Yeah. This is just the U.S., the uppers against the people, right? It's the same thing, I guess, with the SEC and the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit. It's the people who write the rules and go about the rules going against the people who they make the rules for. And usually that doesn't end too well because people, again, don't like that type of stuff logically. So Drew says, one a felony? Okay, I'll take it. Miguel says, Dusty's like they're trying to scare people out of there. It's kind of what it's looking like, isn't it? It's kind of what it's looking like. It is kind of what it's looking like. All right, but that's what we got right now for that part. Let's move on because we have a lot of stuff to talk about today, all right? I want to quickly come back on this specific crypto here to quickly see. Right, so I'm going to put in a timestamp at 1851. There we go. All right. So this CBX thing, I just quickly want to come back to it because I just told you all, buy your, again, I cannot give you financial advice, right? But I told you all, buy into the CBX if you get the possibility to do so. How did it work? I outlined every single thing. I even put it here over in my freaking Telegram, which I told you guys to join, with a picture of every single part of it. And then I went in a couple of videos to explain how to buy. You could have bought this token at, what was the price? 10 cents a coin. Right now it's $2.30. You just got yourselves a 23 times on your money in about 24 hours, not even. So make sure that if you did join and you did get the gains, that you press that like button real quick. If you didn't join, No worries. I'm giving you guys so many freaking tips because I've told you all, I think every single person in the crypto space that's watching this channel right now is going to become a freaking crypto millionaire if you're not one already. A lot of people will become billionaires, but I think the majority of people will become millionaires. And by being part of the, I guess, family here, I don't know. I'm not going to say you've guaranteed yourself a spot, but there's a very good chance. I think the easier, of course, if you started out with a little bit of money, but even if you started with kind of nothing, I think it's going to happen. So once more, for more tips on that stuff, join the Telegram. I'm going to try my best to share all the info. And make sure you check out Bybit. There's a crazy amount of bonuses for it right now. You might want to check it out. Somebody says, I agree with Sky. He says, if they screw people enough, you end up with a revolt. Yeah, but I don't know. There's not enough people in the crypto space to really do that right now yet, I think. Yeah, they can easily get away with it now still. So I'm not too sure about that. And Crypto Joyce is up early for the algorithm and Dusty. Nice. Nice. Okay, so I saw a donation from Nicholas Hersent, £5. Sorry for taking so long. He said, Guy Fawkes / Bonfire Night. You know what? Remember the 5th of November? I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Guy Fawkes / Bonfire Night. You know what? Remember the 5th of November? Guy Fawkes. I'm not exactly sure what I should have remembered. And where to buy CBX? Right now, I cannot tell you that you should buy or sell. Please, guys, don't think that I'm telling you to buy this coin right now. All I'm saying is I told you guys about this coin before it launched at 10 cents yesterday, and right now it's $2.30. So that's all I want to say. Oh. And DFed here says, okay, you know what? I'm going to actually make this another timestamp here because I think this is actually an important subject to talk about real quick. Because a lot of people ask me this exact question about how, right? I'm going to address it real quick. So let's come to an XRP chart for a little second. People often ask me, Dusty, you keep sharing that a lot of people will become millionaires, but how is that so? How is that the case? How will it happen? So he, for example, let's see, wrote down, how, Dusty, you'd need 100,000 XRP and for it to hit $10 to be a millionaire. So I think that a lot of people have this idea that you need to become a millionaire tomorrow, the day afterwards, or within 3 weeks. But honestly, isn't it the life goal for a lot of people to become a millionaire? And even then, a life goal, I think every single person who is watching this right now and actively involved in crypto can become a millionaire in their lifetimes. Every single person who's watching right now, like, there's a couple of exceptions, but let's say 99.9% of the people watching right now can become millionaires in their lifetimes if they want to. If they're under the age of 50, I guess it's almost a guarantee. If they're above there, there's a couple extra steps maybe, because if you, for example, have $0 at 50 and you're only investing, for example, $2 a week, it's going to become rather difficult. If you guys get my drift. But the people, you guys understand hopefully what I'm trying to say, right? A little bit lower along the line. It's not that hard. All it takes is time and basically investing. So let me come to cut the chase, I guess, a little bit. You don't need 100,000 XP to become a millionaire. And even if you, I guess, do, that meaning that XP will only go to $10, if you focus all your efforts on one crypto like that, it's going to be a really hard journey. What I would always suggest, again, not financial advice, is to split up your money into a couple of different pools. Go for some bigger caps, go for some medium caps, go for some smaller caps, to kind of have the bigger caps as safety for crypto and the gains generally. And the lower you go for the higher risk but higher reward, and try to get into as many sales as early as this. Because one of the sales, for example, that I just joined, right? I don't want to, I could just say the numbers. I just invested, let's say about $1,000, and the return is about 100 and something. So let's say 120. So from $1,000, I just made $120,000 in about 2 weeks. So that's within, again, 2 weeks. If you get, let's say, 10 of them in your lifetime, bam, millionaire, point. Right? And it's not as if you have to invest crazy numbers or so. It's because we're this early and so many new projects are launching that you have crazy opportunities to make yourself a lot of freaking money. It's not easy to find necessarily. It's not as if every project I invest in does well. I've invested thousands of dollars that have just been literally wasted. So don't think it's easy. It's not what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of chances out there that people just cannot see. They think, I need to invest a ton of money to actually become something. No, it's a journey. And I literally, for example, started out with nothing as well. I told you guys before, the big thing that got me into crypto was winning a giveaway, and I was kind of grinding from there. I didn't really buy crypto myself with my own euros or dollars because that wasn't really me, I guess, at the start. I was just grinding, and let's say 5 years later, here we are. If you get my drift, it's not, you don't need a lot of money straight from the bat, which I think is a misconception a lot of people have. You don't need 100,000 XRP, you don't need any of that type of stuff. All right, let's not waste too much time on my rambling. Let's go on. So somebody donated $5 saying some coin, Kabuso coin, is flying because Elon Musk tweeted about it. Says is the new CEO. I don't believe you, but I will check it out right now. Give me a second to check out if that's actually the truth. Let me put up a new timestamp at about, let's see, 25. Okay. By the way, these timestamp things, they take me so long to configure, but you guys kept saying, do it. So I'm doing that. Okay, let's quickly see what Elon Musk said. Elon Musk. Let's see if he said anything about this specific crypto. It could be. I mean, who knows? No, I'm not seeing it though. Never mind. He is talking about some funny stuff. No, I'm just quickly checking it on the side here because I don't want to give more promo to some coin that a lot of people are going to lose their money with if it's not, officially confirmed, anything like that. So no, I'm not seeing anything. All right, let's skip that one. I only see one thing about Elon here, which is this. So 19 hours ago, the Dogecoin man said, hype doesn't last and it attracts get-rich-quick people who want to or who will bail once they get theirs and or when a new hype appears. If you want something to actually be worth more than what it currently is worth, add lasting value to it. Hype adds nothing. And he says hype squared, basically, or hype to the hype's power. So add hype on top of hype. Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And I think that's actually basically it for right now. All right, that was on the Elon Musk part of things, right? I have to quickly check, of course. Let's quickly dive a little bit more into some of the crypto prices, shall we? So it's been a really interesting journey here for the last couple of weeks. I mean, we've bought ourselves a couple of juicy coins. And right now, I'm still betting on most of the altcoins, as the altcoin market cap is still following the exact, course that we expected it to do for the last couple of weeks already. And Bitcoin had a perfect little rebound back. I'm just saying, let me do 2 steps back. Right now, I think is still a perfect opportunity to get into crypto. And I would also say, don't buy everything at once, but buy in a couple of layers. And if you start buying, for example, from right here, I still think it'll do amazing over the next couple of weeks/months. I still think it'll do amazing. Right now, we're still in a very, very good position to get rich off of crypto, as I've told you guys 1,000 times before. And even though some of these negative rules, like for example, the one we covered at the start of the video, might be coming in, it's all temporary. None of that stuff will last. The US cannot ban crypto. All that stuff cannot work. It cannot work. It will not work. People will not accept it. So if you think that that's the case, no. And if you're wondering, yes, we still have our trades on XRP and Bitcoin open right now. I'm actually thinking of opening a couple of new/other trades as well, because a lot of you guys requested me to do live trading updates and just give you guys new trades whenever I'm doing a live stream or doing a video. And remember, these things were open during live streams as well. I opened these together with you guys. But I'm now thinking of just opening another XRP long position, for example, right freaking now. This is without much thought because I haven't thought about the best area to enter yet. I would personally like to enter XRP once we get to $1.14 or back to $1.07 because those are my preferred areas for right now. Then again, looking at how the price just came back down here after a perfect retest of like $1.26 or so, I am so extremely bullish on this crypto that I'm thinking even buying right now wouldn't be the worst of ideas. And how I buy it, again, I do always on Bybit. It's very simple. I just go to market. That's the way I go about it. For example, type in, I want to buy 100 XRP worth of contracts. In this specific case, it's going to cost me $11, for example. Press confirm. That's basically it. I added myself, a little bit of XRP to my contract here. You can see right there. Right now, it is 10,010 or 10,100 XRP in my contract, about $9,000. For about $300, and that's because I'm doing it with leverage, as I've told you guys, all right? As I've told you guys. Whew. So things are a little bit more interesting because the account actually ran out of money a little bit after a little while because of the fees that it takes every single day if you keep your positions open, which is why trading quickly is better than trading for longer periods of time. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are talking about meme coins on the XP Ledger, no? It's not my thing. Why? I can firmly believe that what you guys are saying is juicy right now, and it might make people some money. Yes, but as I've seen with so many of these meme coins right now, I think the hurt is way worse. And I'm not sure if I really want to be the guy who starts, or the first, for example, YouTuber who talks about a meme coin like that. I don't know if I want to be that type of guy, if you get my drift. So even though I hope you guys make a lot of money with it, but I don't want to kind of talk it out loud. Unless it's already big, kind of sounds hypocritical, but I just don't want people to get wrecked from an unknown thing, sort of. I want people to know that they're getting into a meme coin like that and then make their own choices. I know I didn't start anything. I know it's already pretty popular right now, but not popular enough, I guess. So I hope you guys make money. I hope you guys do well, but I'm not going to cover it just quite yet. Maybe I'll change my mind tomorrow. Who knows, right? Because it's getting really popular out there right now. So I hope you guys make a lot of money with that, though. All right. Having said that, here is a new thing that I just saw. This is BC Backer, I believe, who retweeted this, or who tweeted this out. He said, that video was for those who needed to get the frustration out in the open to be heard. I have faith things will work out in a spectacular way. I'm an optimist, but many needed their voice heard, and I'm incredibly fortunate to have the platform to do that. And he's here also talking about how this SEC Hurt XRP Investors and how it's going trending. One thing to note is that trending is relative to you. So whatever you've searched up and whatnot is what shows up in your trending bar. You can actually change this if you want to. So it's not, meaning it's going trending for everybody. However, I still think it's important. I still think it's important to cover this every so often from the perspective that the SEC still at the current moment is messing up people's investments, or basically messing up people's livelihoods, or messing up people because of, I don't know, some I don't want to call it greed. I think it's some ambition to become a proper regulator and to have some wins on your name. I feel, for example, Gary Gensler, that he's just doing this because he can easily win, and it's literally just freaking, how do you call them? Like badges on his shirt from every single case that he can win. The bigger they are, the better. Because ultimately, it's not like they're trying to protect the investors or help out individual investors. We've really put that basis in. It's literally just hurting the investors and making them unhappy. So what otherwise could the reason for that be? Yeah, I don't know. I find it difficult. So Team Empty says, it's funny how XRP YouTubers don't like to talk about XRPL coins, even though it's made for the XP army. Well, yeah. But the whole idea there, like I've said before with some other basically meme coins, is if you start talking about it, you literally know that people are going to lose their money. And the whole idea behind making the coin was to literally make money on people without any good idea or notion. It's just a lot of you guys are hyped up trying to make some quick buck. It's not because you think it's a good project. No, it's because you think that you might make money off of it. And it's literally going to be because somebody else loses it. I know it's the whole idea of supply and demand, that one person has to, sell in order for another person to buy it, and vice versa. But with these things, it's not a good thing. It's just people aping into something, hoping somebody else will pay more for it, without any real concept of substance, so to speak. Memes are the value, I guess. But yeah, whatever, man. If you guys want to go for it, I'm all for it. Man, you do you, but not me yet. Maybe eventually I'll change my mind. Not right now though. Not with me. One little fun thing is that oh, you got the airdrop? I didn't get anything, I don't think, man. I have no idea about it. I have no idea. I didn't check into it. You got the airdrop for it, huh? Man, damn, I don't know what it is about. See, that's how little knowledge I have about it. So don't ask me about it. Don't ask me. Go ask somebody else about it. I don't know. I just don't want to talk about it and people lose their money with something that scary, guys. Okay? Sorry. Not me yet. I believe you guys when you say it's pretty useful, or it's made to show some... you do you. Now, I saw this from the moon, and you guys know, I don't want to say I know him well, but I've definitely met him a couple of times by now. One fun thing is that all those guys actually are pretty against XRP. It's not because they actually think it's, not to be able to make money with it, basically, but they are against how the way it was built. And a very fun thing is I think a lot of these guys either don't understand the fundamentals of it, or just don't want to look it up for some reason. Not exactly sure about that. But Moon, for example, tweeted this out: how to make money with XRP, sell it and buy Bitcoin. And that shows me, back again, that there's so many people out there who are just so toxic in the crypto space, who are just so toxic out there. They're like, this coin and nothing else. Even in the XP community, it's a little bit like that too, where people are like, this coin, XRP, is it, and every other coin is bad. Guys, I'm not that type of guy. I hold Cardano, I hold Solana, I hold all these coins, and one of the articles I want to cover right now, for example, is Cardano fighting a losing battle against Solana. I think that's a very interesting concept to kind of think about, right? What is the, I guess, benefit of Cardano or Solana over the other? Like, why, and what was the good reason? Well, right now, Solana overtook Cardano on the crypto top 10, and I think the major reason behind it is not that Solana is just a lot faster, which it is, but it's just because Solana has actually been in place for a little bit longer, and they're just more useful than Cardano is right now. Let's not get this wrong. Let's not get this the wrong way. Cardano and Solana are both great projects, but I believe that Solana right now is winning because it's so extremely fast and because people have started building things a little bit longer than they have on Cardano. Cardano is so amazing, but it basically, how can I say that in the best way? Since their smart contract update came so late, they have a little bit of catching up to do, and without any imminent crazy updates in the near future, they're a little bit behind, and people would rather kind of skip out on it for like the little short foreseeable future, basically, until we get the new bigger deadline, I guess, or update coming. So why Solana over Cardano? I believe that Cardano actually at current point is pretty undervalued. So to come back 2 steps, Solana, we called it out at $130 or so a couple of weeks ago. I told everybody, go buy this one. It's crazy good right now, and the price almost doubled. Cardano right now I'm calling out as well at about $2 to say, again, I think the price is undervalued because people were selling Solana because the network came down for a little bit, and right now they're selling Cardano, or at least not buying as much, because it's kind of quiet. But that will change again, and right now the value has stayed stable for such a long time with a declining little angle that I think is going to spike up again once some enthusiasm picks back up, because they've just been busy with building the fundamentals of the Cardano project. IOG, which is headed by Charles Hoskinson, has not been sitting still, and I think there's a really, really nice incline in the project, but people are just not valuing it that way just quite yet. Again, my thoughts. I'm seeing Shane say, be early, choose Caboso chart, much better position than Sheeb, 7 million liquidity and only 30 million market cap, a matter of time. Huh. You know what, guys? Put in the chat box, what's your favorite shitcoin or favorite coin that's not in the top 100? Let's actually quickly see what you guys are saying. Because I'm seeing a lot of people speculating right now, which shows me that we're in a little bit more of a bullish market than I could have even expected, huh? But I'm not talking about this. No way. He just donated $10, so I have to say the name. I can't not say it, I guess. But I'm definitely not buying that. Definitely not messing around with that. I'm definitely not recommending it to people. You do you, though. You do you. How are so many of you guys so interested in this type of stuff? Very interesting. Have you guys actually made money with this as well? Damn. You okay. Have you guys made money with the meme coins? Last, like, let's say, you guys are saying yes. Wow, Crypto.com is still pumping up, guys. Look at this. I'm just checking now. Oh, I hate myself for not buying this now. It's up 30%. The guy told me, buy it now. I'm like, I'll do it. And I didn't. Would have been up 30% right now. And Xio is also up like crazy, huh? What is Xio doing? I'm not even sure what that one is doing. Oh, Baron says, I've made a year's minimum wage so far from my airdrop. Not that I've sold. Where did you guys get the airdrop from? And how did you guys get it then? Because I have no idea. Maybe I just got money and I didn't even know. Where did you get the airdrop from? Where did it go towards? Very interesting. Huh. Very interesting, this. Airdrop was distributed a week ago, 75% over 20,000 people. Oh, you had to apply for something? Or was it like through the Xum app? Or how did you get the airdrop? Xum wallet. Okay, set trust line for 2 XRP. Oh, okay. Nice, guys. Nice. Hope you make a lot of money with that. I didn't know about it. I have no idea still. So let's move on because I have a lot of stuff to cover, and I kind of want to make sure that I don't drift away too much because people said, please talk about the subject and don't go too far off. So I'm trying that out. Again, if you have any feedback, please let me know. I always try to get better at making content, I guess. And also, guys, just quickly letting you all know, make sure you press that like button if you haven't done so yet because I appreciate it a lot for the YouTube algorithm. And potentially subscribe to the channel as well if you like more of these crypto updates and just a fun little chat box to chat in, as I'm going to try and get back on the daily stream grind. A lot of you guys said you like daily streams, so I'm going to try and get it going. But all right. So New York City mayor-elect Eric Adams wants first 3 paychecks paid in Bitcoin. Adam made the claim in response to a tweet from Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, and apparently he pledged Thursday that he would accept his first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin when he formally takes office next year as he's been elected. Adams made the claim in response to a tweet from Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who said earlier this week that he would take his next check 100% in Bitcoin. The incoming New York City mayor suggested his administration will take a friendly stance towards crypto because in New York, we always go big. So I'm going to take my first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin when I become mayor, Adams wrote. New York City is going to be the center of the crypto industry and other fast-growing innovative industries. Just wait. The value of Bitcoin and other leading crypto has surged in recent months, as on Thursday afternoon, single Bitcoin was worth $61,000. Well, point being, I think it's a very interesting step because New York City has actually been one of the most, or let's say New York as in its entirety, has one of the most difficult places to, or has been one of the most difficult places to get yourself crypto. They have really strict rules. And them being so open towards it is a very big step in the right direction, guys. I'm definitely liking that. Let's quickly see if we still have something. Here we go. And calls it an environmental disaster. Hedge fund billionaire and environmental activist Tom Steyer has called Bitcoin a disaster for the environment. Oh, the stream is cutting off a little bit, you guys are saying? I see 100 people just dropped off. What happened, guys? Is the stream still good? Are you guys still able to watch? Are you guys still good? Please let me quickly know. You guys all good? You guys all good? All right, perfect. Billionaire Tom Steyer trashes Bitcoin, calls an environmental disaster. Hedge fund billionaire and environmental activist Tom Steyer has called Bitcoin a disaster for the environment, which he is kind of true for, right? Let's be honest here. Is Bitcoin good? I think so. Is it good for the environment? Oh, no. XRP, just being completely honest, is way better, for example, if we're talking from an environmental perspective. So, yeah, to just come back on that one, I think he's kind of right. I wouldn't say Bitcoin on its own is bad, but it's a huge user of electricity. Yeah, I mean, there's no lie about that. Then again, what's the point here? Not exactly sure. But since he's an advocate of the environment, which is actually a stance that I think more billionaires and more companies will take as to why they won't accept or won't adopt Bitcoin, which is again another, I guess, vouch for currently XRP, if you ask me, because Ethereum right now is also still proof of work, still extremely inefficient for electricity. But even proof of stake is pretty expensive in terms of electricity still, right? But I guess that's it. Just depends on how you view it, right? It's a bad thing for Bitcoin, bad thing for Ethereum, good thing for XRP, I guess. Then a little announcement from all the way over from Australia right now. Australia, all right. Australia's first 2 crypto-focused ETFs have broken records in early trading as investor appetite for digital asset heats up. So what I basically read a little bit down here, the ASX's first crypto-focused ETF, CRIP, set a new trading volume record for the exchange 15 minutes into its debut. After 5 days of trading, Cosmos Asset Management's Digi ETF has clocked the best 5-day performance of any ETF across all exchanges with a 25% return on a listed price of $5. Beta Shares, the fund behind CRIP, has now turned its attention to getting both a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETP over the line after ASIC gave the currencies a tentative green light last week. So let's just say that they've been breaking records and there's a lot of demand for it, which is kind of contradictory to our earlier billionaire argument for it's against the environment or whatnot. But that's obviously because people want to get involved with crypto. It's just fact. It's just a fact. Then Squid Game scam. Binance to track token developers. I actually covered this for the biggest extent, I think, already. However, I just want to kind of come back on it and explain it for the people real quick. There was this Squid Game token, which a lot of people lost their money on because they aped into it thinking, oh, nice games, nice idea. And the guys rug pulled. Now, As far as I know, they only went away with about $2 million, which I think is actually very low for a scam of this degree. And I definitely think, if we're talking honestly, that they could have gotten way more had they been a little bit smarter with the entire process. Now, what is the lesson here? I guess the biggest lesson is be careful with what you put your money into, which is also ultimately why I don't like to talk about a lot of the projects which you guys are putting in the chat box right there. But I guess the most important part here being, you can definitely make a lot of money with cryptos, but it's as easy to lose them if you're investing into the wrong thing. And, well, these things are intangible. You can't touch them. They can be gone without any warning, basically. It can just be gone. Quickly, little disclaimer, join the Telegram, guys. You know what? I'll leave a link right there in the chat box for you guys to join the Telegram right now. So you guys can join it if you want to. As there's about 650 people in it right now. However, if all the people that are watching right now join as well, we can easily get to about 1,000 right now because we have 350 people watching. If you're already in the Telegram, good. But I think a lot of you guys are not, so make sure you check it out. And then I have another article here on Google Ads. Just I want to quickly warn you guys for it. I've seen two things in the last couple of days. One is people thinking that Telegram groups are all real. Be careful with that. If you see a Telegram group and it has 50, 60,000 people in it, it doesn't mean that it's the official one, because these scammers know exactly what they're doing. Be careful with that. A second one is, if you think that a Google ad is audited properly to the core, you might be mistaken, because some of these scammers go through the most elaborate ways to make sure they can still get your freaking money, because they cheat the system a little bit. Just trying to say, be careful with advertisements. Try to not press them as much if you're seeing them on random pages like that, or if you're seeing a top or a video on the top, basically, or anything like that. Be careful with all of it. That's all I'm just trying to say. Now, can you press ads? I guess, yeah, you can, but I'm just trying to say be careful, because some crypto wallets out there, even in the app store sometimes, might be compromised or might be fakes. All I know for a fact is that Bybit has an app that's fine. Binance has an app that's fine. Crypto.com has an app that's fine. Exodus has an app that's fine. The rest, I don't know. So do the triple, quadruple, quintuple check to make sure that the project which you want to download the app for is real. And try to never press Google Ads if you don't have to. Yeah, so that's all I'm trying to say. OBL Music came in and said, could you look at the FEG dollar chart for us? The utility, team, and chart. Let me quickly see what it is and how big it is. If it's a top project, yes. If it's not a top project, definitely not. Let me see. Is it female token? Market cap ranked 2,500. Is that what we're talking about, my friend? OBL Music, is that the one? Feed every gorilla. F-E... Oh, I thought FEM. F-E-G, okay. I'm typing it on my phone, by the way, if you're wondering. It is rank number 2,800. Okay, so I hope you do well, my friend. I will definitely not check this out. This is, again, another ape thing. You do you. If it works out, I wish you the best. If you give me some coins for free, I'll hold them. But I would definitely not buy this. I would definitely not mess around with that at all. Yeah, you're saying smart DeFi. All right, I wish you the best in all of it, man. A lot of you guys are funny with these recommendations. Oh, yeah, and to actually, I guess, last but not least, come back on the point, I believe it's also in the title. Today is some heavy options expiry for Ethereum. Told you guys, it could be a very volatile time. I guess our best bet is to just kind of buy into it, I guess, because, I mean, Ethereum is still juicy to buy at this spot. Like, why not? We could have actually bought Ethereum at $4,400 a little bit earlier, huh? Not even 24 hours ago. That's crazy as well. Still expensive, but it's still pretty cheap. Even right now, the last couple of, I guess, last hour here has been pretty damn amazing. Ever since, I guess, maybe like 12 came around, 12 UTC, 12:30 to be exact. It's been an amazing little time. I need to quickly check when exactly the options expiry is going to be. So, ETH options expiry date. Where can we exactly see the time? I guess it's just today, right? But where today? Because we know that it's happening, but where can we see exactly when it's happening? I'm not too sure about that. Oh, Samal says, "Yo, Dusty, sing me a song. I'm 28% down on my portfolio. Christmas around the corner." Oh, ooh, I wish you the best, my friend. Wish you the best, my friend. So here's the rundown once more. Friday, today's $540 million Ethereum options expiry favors traders with targets of $5,000. Yeah, data shows bulls have a good chance at securing the $5,000 level over the next couple of days. Okay, here is exactly the chart on that one. Wow. Look at the calls for $5,200. Really interesting. November 5th, $540 million options expiry may be an uncontested victory for bulls, but this wasn't the case a couple of weeks ago. No, but now it is. So who gives a crap about what happened a couple of weeks ago? This type of stuff is bullish right now. All good stuff, all good stuff, all good stuff. All right. Let's quickly see if you guys have anything else in the chat box. I don't think so. All right, guys, that was it for today's little stream. I'm going to do my best now to get the timestamps in there. Make sure you check out Bybit. A link is down below. There's some crazy bonuses. And only the next, I think I got actually a new bonus. Because at first we had 100 people who could get 10 BIT. I think we have a couple more people now. If you make an account right now and deposit, you can still get 10 BIT from me personally. So make sure you join and deposit something. There's also the biggest bonus ever right now. I think it's over $4,000 for, I think, only today more. Otherwise, it's going to be like $3,500 it's going to be. And make sure you check out Telegram. A link is down below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. We got a lot of stuff coming. You know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. We're buying all these cryptos. It's a juicy deal day. It's been a good day. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys again a little bit later today, man. If you can, make sure you press that like button. It just helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Helps the video perform a little bit better. But I just want to quickly say thank you all so much for stopping by and saying hi. I always appreciate it for just people to step in and just, I don't know, say hi. It's always a fun little time. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just a feeling I can't really describe perfectly, but it's always cool. It's always nice. And thank you so much for stopping by, everybody.